It sure has been a roller coaster over the past few days, with Sony and Disney trying to work out a deal for Spider-Man to stay in the MCU. How's it going, everybody? It's Warren, and we all love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. He was specifically casted for the MCU by Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal, but of course we know that Marvel once upon a time sold the rights to Spider-Man to Sony. And although Marvel and Disney had a deal with Sony for Spider-Man to be able to appear in the MCU, it looks like that deal has come to an end. For whatever reason it may be that Marvel and Disney and Sony could not come to an agreement, Kevin Feige has released an official statement along with Tom Holland and Sony as well. And as it stands right now, Spider-Man is no longer going to be in the MCU, sadly. And Tom Holland has released a new official statement about the situation that I'll break down in this video. Real quick, if you'd like a chance to win an Xbox One or a PS4, be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below with your favorite superhero or villain. I'll be picking a winner at 500,000 subscribers. We're getting really close. So, like I said, Spider-Man is no longer going to be in the MCU, but we do have some good news. For a while, it was unknown if Spider-Man 3 was actually going to still remain a part of the MCU, since Disney and Sony did have an agreement for Spider-Man 3 to be in the MCU. And then another question was, will Tom Holland even continue to play Spider-Man even though he will no longer be a part of the MCU? Because we did find out that he had the option to either stay or leave. Well, thanks to an official statement from Tom Holland in an interview yesterday, we learned a lot more about what is going to happen with Spider-Man 3 and what is going to happen with Tom Holland playing Spider-Man. At Keystone Comic-Con yesterday in Philadelphia, Tom Holland said, "It's not the end of me playing Spider-Man. There's definitely more to come. We sat down with some of our creatives. We pitched Spider-Man 3, which is going to be something very special. It's going to be something very different. I'm just so grateful that Marvel changed my life and allowed my dreams to come true, and Sony allowing me to continue living my dreams." And he continued to say, "It's really exciting, the ideas we have for how we can expand the Spider-Man world and bring new characters into it and cross over with other people. It's really exciting, and it's only going to get bigger and better from here, which is great." So, sadly, Tom Holland's comments confirm that Spider-Man 3 is not going to be a part of the MCU, despite whatever previous contract Disney and Sony had. Now, of course, there is still time for Disney and Sony to come to an agreement before Spider-Man 3 starts filming, but the good news is it sounds like Sony is going to do everything they can to make good Spider-Man films moving forward. And Tom Holland is still going to continue to play Spider-Man, which is great because a lot of people really love him. And it sounds like they have plans for big crossover events, which of course the first thing that everybody thinks about is Venom. Venom, of course, is also another character that Sony owns the rights to and that they could use in a Sony Spider-Man film. And since a majority of the people really love Tom Hardy as Venom and really love Tom Holland as Spider-Man, it could make for a great crossover event for Spider-Man vs. Venom, which could then lead to them teaming up in another film to go against Carnage. So again, sadly, Spider-Man 3 will not take place in the MCU, but it does seem like Sony has some really good plans for Spider-Man moving forward. So hopefully Sony will do a good job and we can continue to get good Spider-Man films, but let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Let me know if you think that Sony on their own can make a good Spider-Man film. And again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment with your favorite superhero or villain to enter my giveaway, and stay up to date on everything relating to the MCU. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.